All right, we're back. So I'm not really sure who it is. Let me see, can I save? Yes, I can. Let me save. You know, just in case. All right. I'm going to say Clover. Clover.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger. Clover has a motive. Dio's behavior at the white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew we had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. Either he did it, or she was already dead when he entered. One, that when Dio entered that room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely, though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity...
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. Phi turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed.
Look,
Why?
see the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
Then the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
Phi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma. Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of Hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues
What kind of clues?
to who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Phi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke, and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then, after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. It must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
Don't you mean Dio if it's like backwards? What does that mean?
I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with the soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera, paired with Dio's behavior, makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist, and why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries. 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 I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Phi. Give me something. Anything. A clue. A hint. Come on, you've got to have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room! Phi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. Sorry if you hear the announcements in the back. Nothing much I can do about it. It just gets crazier and crazier. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but Species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of Species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated, and only Species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no, millenniums, millions of years. Millenniums is 1,000. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from Species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Phi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. The few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Phi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
A knife?
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I'd guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words,
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
right.
So if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things. There was the knife and this.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Phi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
That's the one Tenmyoji had.
Yeah.
Then, does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
We don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
And that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither
What?
one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
what? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate.
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. Damn it. There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Oh, Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Ah. The room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
Huh.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Is biting.
A sun?
It has a couple input fields for a user ID and a password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Phi turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe. Remember death. Got some scenes from playthroughs we haven't gotten yet. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. So another to be continued. Interesting. Alright, we'll save. Well, yeah, we'll overwrite it. Why not? Okay. So that's where we're at. And then it looks like that can extend further. But I noticed that in that little flashback we were seeing scenes from playthroughs we haven't gotten yet. So, Okay, well, thanks for watching. And stay tuned. We'll play some more Virtue's Last Reward and see what mysteries we can discover.